Nintendo has made a bunch of mobile games, but do they live up to their Switch counterpart? Well, let's find out, shall we? Nintendo's Golden Boy Mario has a long line of amazing platformers, but in December 2016, they released Mario Run to the mobile crowd, topping charts like no other company could do. And it was incredible at the time, and it had a lot of people hyped. But did it live up to that? The game is very simple, using a singular touch, and it also follows the same traditions and great level design of the new Super Mario Bros. Series. However, it sadly follows its mediocre graphics and lack of creativity. But the levels are really well designed and a lot of fun to go through, which makes it even more of a shame in the fact that most of it's locked behind a paywall that most people never bought. However, it does have plenty of free content, with Remix 10 being short, well-condensed levels, 10 with each play, that you run through very quickly, swapping out characters and just really getting them done one after another, really fast-paced. And then it also has another free mode, which is Toad Tour, which is almost the opposite. It's one long level where you almost have ghost data from Mario Kart playing against people to try get a higher score, or Toad Count, which is great fun, but is it really worth downloading? If you're competitive, then maybe, but overall, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. So, let's set the scene. You're an Animal Crossing fan in 2017. The Switches just came out and you hear a new Animal Crossing game is well on its way. So you get excited, you tune in to the Nintendo Direct, only to find out it's a mobile game. Well, that was a lot of our lives back in 2017, when Animal Crossing Pocket Camp was announced. It was cool, but it just kind of lacked potential. The first major Animal Crossing game since Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival was a mobile spin-off. However, unlike Mario Run, this one stuck around for a lot of people and is great fun to this day. Let's get into it. The game has some of the best music from New Leaf, with Totaka coming back to make all of the soundtracks, and it uses the same way of gathering audio and mixing it beautifully to create what I know as an amazing Animal Crossing track. It even tops New Horizons, which isn't a very high bar to set, but it's got a lot to do with New Horizons' massive success. It invited so many people into the franchise way easier than having to buy a DS and buy the game. You just download the free app on your phone and play it and fall in love with the relaxing sounds and vibe of the franchise. Instead of a house, you have an RV. Instead of villagers moving in and leaving and all that interaction, you have a campsite which you collect items and invite people to, which then allow you to talk to them, and it's very relaxing. Even instead of shops, it's like the main street has been condensed down to like a market square, and a lot of the special NPCs have furniture you can craft that will make them visit. And best of all, the monetization is really pretty good. There are a few iffy stuff like the loot boxes, but they're completely optional and just grant you access to more furniture. As well as that, it is pretty generous giving out the premium currency. Like, even though I hadn't played it in a while, I instantly got like up to 500 Leaf tickets just by screwing around having fun. So overall, I'd say this is definitely worth your time to play, and a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really fun game. Mario Kart is a staple of Nintendo consoles. Multiplayer Mario Kart is one of those big things. It's one of the few games you can go up to people on the street like, hey, you want a match of Mario Kart? And they will most likely sit down and play Mario Kart with you. So when I heard that Nintendo was releasing a almost mobile version of that, I thought this could have some serious potential to get people playing, like people were back in the Pokemon Go days. So, when I found out that it wasn't that, and it was more of a single player game, because at launch it didn't have multiplayer. It fakes online multiplayer by giving the characters random names and giving them special items and stuff to make you think you're playing multiplayer in the solo player. But if you really want to play actual multiplayer live against people, then I'm afraid you have to pay a subscription fee. And on top of that, the game works like a gacha, where you have to keep spending money to get new characters and car parts, because they don't unlock through playing the game. They unlock through you spending money. And the premium currency, unlike Pocket Camp, is so stingy. You have to race 4 races to get like 2 premium currency, and you need like 40 to be able to actually unlock characters. It is really terrible in terms of monetization, but when you're playing the game, it is fun. All the basics are there. You have your amazing feeling drift, you have sharp turning, you have amazing track design. But without the multiplayer aspect, and without Nintendo giving us just ways to do things without paying them so much money, I just say this one isn't worth your time, and you should just wait for Mario Kart 9. So how was episode 1? I think it went pretty well, and I'm enjoying it. So if you enjoy it, give it a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.